Well, what is... Throw off my groove!
Finger guns. I'm finger gunsing at you guys.
Knock it off!
What's up, Disney fans? We're back.
Yay! Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome to Finger Guns.
Finger Guns. No, it's not.
Every time.
Do not do that every time.
But, I'm going to.
Anyway, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another edition of the DISNEYCAST. I am D-WIZZLE, and I'm joined with my co-host, aka my girlfriend, aka the seed to my monster. It's
Okay.
Shay.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Now, what is the DISNEYCAST? You may be asking. Well, I'm glad you did. This is a podcast dedicated to everything Disney, where we talk about Disney films, some Disney series. We might have some Disney park stuff in there along the way when we eventually get Shay to Disney World, because she's never been to Disney World, so we'll work on that.
Yeah.
And
Eventually.
Yep. And why are we talking about this? Because we love Disney. It's it's been a part of our lives. We grew up with it. It is a staple. If I came up with a list of some of my favorite films of all time, a good chunk of them will be Disney. Mm-hmm. So that's how awesome Disney is to us, and we just want to talk about all of them.
Yeah. So we're talking about Luca, which is a Disney Pixar film.
Yes.
Yeah. It recently came out on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So this one was specifically made for Disney Plus. They didn't release it in theaters. It was an exclusive.
They didn't make you pay $30 to see it.
Yeah, like Disney is doing with pretty much all their new releases. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't want to pay.
Not the Pixar ones.
Not the Pixar ones. Like, yeah, they put Soul on there.
Yeah, Soul just went on for free.
Yeah.
Luca's gone for free now, but they've put a lot of others behind a paywall for a bit.
You see how they're doing Pixar? It's not right. It's not right.
Pixar has some of the best movies.
Yes, they do. Pixar, like... Man, I think it's one of the best animation studios out there.
For sure.
Yep, and I don't think Disney would be where they are now if it wasn't for those Pixar films. Even though, yes, we do love the classics and we always enjoy them, but it's like Pixar, with their staple of films, mostly, they're not only great animated films, they're just great films.
Yeah, in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when it came to Luca, didn't have much expectations for it.
Yeah, I didn't hear too much leading up to it.
Yeah, and then the trailers look cute.
They're cute, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a innocent.
Just like, okay, we'll see how it is.
Right. Yeah, I can see why they put this on Disney Plus, because, I don't know, nothing really there made me like, ooh. But then again, when it comes to Pixar trailers, they aren't really that great, but then when you see the movie, it's actually amazing, so it could be... It's
better than it going the other way, where the trailer looks really, really good, and then the movie sucks.
Yeah.
The trailer isn't so great, and then you're like, oh, okay. It's better than I thought when you see the movie. So.
Right. So, go ahead. Tell the people what you thought about Luca.
Well, I thought it was cute. It's, not gonna be in my top Pixar or Disney films, I think, but it was a cute movie. I went to Italy when I was on my study abroad. As part of... I was studying abroad in Spain, but I took a trip to Italy, so it was really cool to see, a seaside Italian town, because it brings back memories of when I was in a seaside Italian town. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was really beautiful. I think the score was really good, the music. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, the plot, the storyline is, okay, it was pretty predictable, I think. It's oh, his mom told him not to go to the surface, so what's the thing he's gonna do in the next 5 minutes of the film? Of course he's gonna go to the surface, because...
Of course!
Your parents telling you not to do something, that just makes you want to do that.
Yeah.
That's just how it works, so...
Usually how it goes.
I thought it was cute. There were a lot of aspects of it I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much the same with you. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't think it's one of the best Pixar films, and I can see why this was a Disney Plus exclusive. It's sad to say I don't see this doing very well if they did release it in theaters, because it's just such a low scale film. But I liked it. It was better than I thought. I'll be honest, the animation I didn't love, but when I saw the trailers anyway, but watching the whole movie, I started to warm up to it, because it reminded me a lot of that weird animation from the Bad Dinosaur. I know it's called the Good Dinosaur, but it's the Bad Dinosaur. But because it's bad.
Shade.
Yes, we'll wait till we get to that. But yeah, it reminded me a lot of that animation, and I wasn't really digging it. But Actually, the animation worked with this movie.
Yeah, I liked it. Especially the underwater scenes.
Underwater stuff,
cool.
and you actually seen the sea monsters design. I thought it was really nice. It was colorful and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did like the characters. The story was really predictable,
Yeah.
and it was
You
derivative
kinda
of
knew exactly
other
how it was
Pixar
gonna
movies.
go.
Yeah, but still had a good time with it. It was alright. So pretty much the plot of this movie is there's a bunch of sea monsters living underwater, like they have their own like neighborhood
It's
underwater.
like a farming community.
Right. And apparently these sea creatures, when they come out of the water, they turn into humans.
Yeah.
And then we're
No explanation of that. It's
No
just a thing they
explanation.
can do
Yeah.
when they exit the water.
Right.
That's okay, sure.
Okay, that's one of the things I
Fine.
want to know about. Like, where did these sea creatures come from, man?
Yeah.
It's like they're just
living in the Mediterranean.
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, I would like a little bit of explanation, just because it's just they're just putting it on us, and it's like there's no explanation, whatever, and then. Okay, and then we're following Luca, the main character of the movie, obviously.
Which from the name of the movie.
Yeah, right?
It's gonna be about him.
It's the name Luca. No, we're following Alberto. Anyway, so he's like farming fish. 'Cause
Yeah,
I guess
but they make
fish...
sheep sounds, which I think is really funny.
Okay, so yeah, that's some of the weird world building that I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like with cars, they have the movie cars. Like they
Yeah.
have some of them are talking and some of them act like animals, but they're all cars. How is that?
Why are they different?
Yeah, or the bad dinosaur where it's
Think
like
about like the Goofy Pluto situation. Why is Goofy a dog that can talk and walk around, but Pluto is a pet dog?
yeah,
What?
Yep, or like in the bad dinosaur, like there's like some dinosaurs that talk, and then there's some that act like animals,
Yeah.
and that's the confusing stuff to me. But it's like, I mean, at least the sea creatures. I guess you could see them as more sentient than regular fish. So I'm like, okay, I'll go along with it. But anyway, he's curious about the surface world, but his parents are like, no, you cannot go up there. It's
The
too
land monsters
dangerous.
if they come down here, they're gonna do murders. We
Yes.
never saw boats in our day.
But of course, it makes
It's
look.
like, don't go to the surface,
Don't go to
son.
the surface, but,
Well, here I go to the surface.
Right.
I mean,
So
he
it-
doesn't pull himself up there.
Right.
Alberto does.
Yeah, like he finds another sea creature called Alberto who goes up into the surface and does what he wants. So he follows him, and then Alberto and Luca become friends, and then they do more stuff.
Luca learns about Vespa. That's a big point.
Yeah, doing it behind the parents' back, and then eventually they want to get this moped. Cause
Yeah, they want a Vespa.
They
They
want
to build a Vespa. So they make several iterations of a Vespa, and then they decide, hey, let's go get a real one from the land monster town, which is the town of Porto Rosso, which is a made-up fictional town.
Oh, it's not real?
It's not real.
Okay.
I looked this up to make sure. They mashed up a couple names of Italian towns, and they based it on Cinque Terras is like a group of 5 Italian towns. So it's kind of pulling inspiration from those.
Okay.
So it's a fictional town
Right.
on the Italian Riviera.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they end up going to the town because Luca's parents are very concerned that he's going to the surface, and their plan to stop him from doing so is to send him with his creepy uncle Ugo to the sea floor in a deep sea trench.
Yeah,
no
that
lights. There's a
anglerfish monster.
Anglerfish. Yeah, he
Angler-
was like see-through. Oh, there's too much oxygen. You gotta punch his heart so he can breathe. It was a little weird. Ugo was really weird. Why wasn't his dad like that too? It's like that. This is my brother. He's see-through, but I'm not.
A
little weird.
Don't know. Oh, and they have the
pretty
grandmother too.
Yeah, the
that
grandma's there,
wants
too.
Luca to go.
The grandma's like, ooh, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
And he goes into town. Like, she talks about later in the movie. She goes into town basically every weekend.
Yeah.
So like, she was just amused by this whole thing, but.
Yeah.
Also, that's his mom's mom, so, like, if she's so chill about the surface, why is her daughter so, like, gung-ho about, no, you can't go up there?
I don't know. I mean, it's not the
Seems a
first time
little
we've seen this
odd.
before, because,
Yeah.
like, Halloween Town, the grandmother is, like, a witch, and he wants the kids to be a witch, but then the mother's like, no,
No.
don't do it. So
Yeah.
it's, like, same thing. And then this is a similar thing with Coco too, because doesn't the Abuela wanted Coco to sing and play music, but the parents were like, no, don't play music.
Everyone in the family was like, no.
Everyone in the family was like, no. Oh, not even the Abuela?
In Coco, everyone was like,
everyone was no. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I had to rewatch Coco. It's been a while.
Yeah, we'll have to rewatch that one. I love Coco.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So good. But so yeah, and then so when they go on the surface and they go into that town, they find out there's a race, and if you win that race, you get
Portoroso Cup.
Yep.
That's how they're gonna fund their Vespa journey.
Mm-hmm.
And so that they can go and travel around is the plan of Alberto and Luca. But they meet this girl, Julia, decided to join her team for the cup.
Yep.
Or rather, say that she's joining their team, even though they know nothing about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's like this Urkel who's... Ercole.
Did you watch the movie?
I only heard one.
Ercole.
I
They say
heard
it so many times.
Wait, do they?
They do.
Okay. Great. I've only seen the movie once, so
Oh.
it was a great so.
Yeah, Ercole is like the main.
Yeah, the main antagonist.
kid.
Yeah, that's like a bully and
Yeah,
like
he's won 5 times, even though he's too old to be in the race. They keep letting him do it.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much the whole premise there. So I liked Luca. He was a nice character. Not too much to say about him. He's just like that, that happy boy that's so curious about everything.
But he wants to be a good kid.
He wants to be a good kid, but he wants to play
Now
by
his
the
parents
rules.
want to send him away, so he has to go to the land monster town with his friend. He just basically does what Alberto says.
Yeah, very much.
So, he's very impressionable.
Yeah, very, it reminded me of like Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Like he's so, I don't want to call him like what's the word?
Yeah.
Naive.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
Well, yeah, I'd say that you could say he's naive. He doesn't know
Naive.
anything about life above the surface.
Mhm.
He'll kind of just agree to whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but still found to be a likable character. Alberto I also liked too. I liked both of their chemistry and
Their
interaction.
dynamic.
Yep, it was very very cool. Like their whole montage of them just of Alberto teaching him everything about the surface world and stuff like that.
Mostly stuff he made up about this.
Yep.
Those are fish up there, and the big one, that's the big fish that protects the sardines. I touched it once.
Yeah, so I mean, I would assume that he
Yeah.
wouldn't know everything because he's a sea monster. So it's like from his point of view, what are those things? Like in Little Mermaid, when
Yeah.
they have all the fork and stuff like that, they call
Yeah.
it call
Dingle
it weird,
hopper.
dingle hopper or whatever. So it's similar to
Yeah.
that. So it's like
The Magic Lady
funny.
singing box.
Mm-hmm. And then there was a one cool scene where they did make a homemade moped, and they had
Yeah.
a ramp that went
And
into
a
the
turtle
ocean.
holding it.
Turtle holding it. Like what? What in the
Yeah.
world? But yeah, I
Gotta
like.
go with that. He's faster than he looks. We gotta go.
Oh boy. But yeah, definitely liked those two. The parents are fine.
Yeah.
They're
The dad has show crabs. That's pretty funny. They're like having a show dog. It's like,
Show crab.
he has show crabs.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. He's not in it as much as the mom. Like, they don't give him as much screen time.
No, even though
Yeah.
like when they both go up to the surface to find Luca, that
Yeah,
they
it's still
got their
mainly
stuff.
like the mom is in charge,
Mhm.
deciding what they're doing, which is kicking many children into a fountain to see if, because they don't know what Luca looks like when he's on the surface. They're like, oh, which child is ours?
Yeah, so
Oh no.
it was one part when they were like playing with the ball
Yeah.
near a fountain.
Yeah, so
The
she
mom-
just knocks all these kids in to see if they're her son.
that
And
was
then there's a
funny.
montage of, while they're prepping for the race, it's a triathlon, but the 3 parts of it are swimming, pasta eating, because
Yeah.
it's sponsored by a pasta company, and then bike riding, like up this big winding street,
Right.
up a hill, and then down the hill
Yeah.
to the finish line. And so we get this montage of them training for this every day, and all the different parts of it, and then in the background we're getting the montage of his parents, like, finding a squirt gun and getting children and dropping balloons onto people from buildings. And
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
funny. Julia, I
Julia's
liked.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty spunky kid. Yeah, helping them train for the triathlon. Is that-
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Portoroso Cup.
Mm-hmm. thought she was really good. And
Yeah.
standout in this movie is his dad. To
Yeah,
me.
the dad is good.
The dad is hilarious.
Really,
Oh my
like, what was
goodness.
his name again?
He was
Massimo.
Massimo. Yeah. You think I think that's how it's spelled, right? That's how it's pronounced. Massimo.
I'm not sure. I speak Spanish, not Italian.
I heard Italian was really hard to learn.
Well, I don't know. It has a different cadence in Spanish. A lot of it is very similar, so sometimes I can tell what people are saying in Italian if it's close enough, but I can't speak Italian. So, like, I got by when I was in Italy, but mostly they just spoke English to me because I was in a pretty touristy place. So.
Yeah, so with Massimo,
yeah, he was cool.
He was cool. Like, he had some of the biggest laughs.
Pretty chill. He's like a really caring father, which is nice to see.
At first, I thought he was going to be like this
really
stoic,
rough.
like I'm tough and whatever, and
No, he's very caring for his daughter. He's only concerned about her doing the race because she gets so upset every year when she doesn't win. But previously, she'd been trying to do it completely on her own.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I like that. And then he has a severed arm.
No, he's just born that way. He said.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He made that joke where it's like
the sea monster.
Sea monster did it.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I was born that way.
He has one arm.
I'm like, oh, that was sweet. That was nice.
He said, "This is how I came into the world."
That cat.
Machiavelli the cat. The suspicious cat is so funny.
Yep. It's like,
there's a scene the first time Julia brings the boys home. Is like, Dad, I brought some friends for dinner, and then they end up talking about how there's a reward for finding a sea monster, and the dad like hits the newspaper into the wall with a knife, and Luca spits his water out onto Alberto's face, which makes him turn into a sea monster. They duck under the table, and the cat sees them, is then very suspicious of the two of them throughout the rest of the movie.
Yep.
Can be placated with fish occasionally, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was very funny. And the cat has like a mustache, and he just looks so grumpy. Oh, it's so funny.
They give him the mustache, it's like just like Massimo.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, they kind of do match.
Yeah,
like,
they do
looking at the
match.
picture of them.
Like, oh my god,
It's like sometimes you're like, people start to look like their pets. Yeah. You can see it.
Totally did that on purpose.
Yeah. But Machiavelli, the cat, has a great character design, I think.
Yeah, it's a cute little character design. So yeah, they do though. Like when they do realize when they get to the town, mostly everyone is afraid of sea monsters. Like if they even glance
they hear
at
about
one.
it, everyone wants to catch a sea monster. There's a reward in the newspaper because one of them was spotted. Because in the beginning scene of the movie, Alberto is like grabbing things off a ship in the night and gets seen by a couple of sailors. Yeah.
So that is one thing that
there's like a big statue in the middle of the fountain of someone slaying a sea monster. So
that was one thing that Luca's mother was right about.
yeah, but at the end of the movie, okay, it's revealed to the town that they are sea monsters when it starts raining in the race.
Yeah.
But then everyone becomes very chill about it very quickly when they win the race, and Massimo is just like, they won, they're the winners, and everyone's very chill very quickly about it.
And Urkele is like, no, we gotta kill him! We gotta kill him! That freaking catfish.
Yeah, that was really funny.
It's a bottom feeder with
he also has two sad little whiskers.
That was good. That was good.
That was good. He got put in his place at the end.
So there is this whole thing where Luca, he starts getting attached to the town, and
and to Julia specifically, they form a really cool friendship, and she's teaching him more things about, like, actual things about the human world, about astronomy in particular.
Yeah, to the point where he wants to go to school.
He wants to go to school, which apparently they don't have in his town.
Yeah, how do they learn?
Like, I think that's really weird. They don't have school? Like, it shows him reading several times throughout the movie. I'm like, how did he learn how to read it? They don't have school. Also, why can he speak Italian?
Oh, yeah, he just learns that.
Why can they speak to the people in the land monster town? Why do they have the same language? I don't know.
Yeah.
Pixar doesn't want to explain these things.
For the culture.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess they all take a train to go to school.
Yeah,
like,
because Julia lives with her mother most of the year in Geneva.
Yeah.
And then, at the end of the movie, Luca ends up going because Alberto sells their Vespa they get with their prize money so that he can get a ticket for Luca to go to school, and then he ends up staying with the dad.
Mm-hmm. So that's cool because there was a scene where they're off hunting fish or whatever, and he found clever ways to get fish, and so yeah,
they're like, oh, the fish think that this is haunted. We have to go over there.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to go their separate ways. I thought they
it was
would
a little
all
bittersweet at the end.
Yeah,
that was a twist maybe people wouldn't have expected.
Right. So the essence of Pixar is still in there. Yeah. So it's like they leave you with on a sad note, but it's a sweet note at the same time. Yeah. So definitely
Luca gets to go to school. Alberto finds a family because he reveals later in the film that his father's just been like, "You're old enough to be on your own, son," and just leaves him in a tower on an island. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Poor Alberto. So he finds a father. Mm-hmm. So that's cool. Luca gets to go to school, which his parents got very chill with very quick, considering their stance previously. Well, on him going to the surface, they're like, "Oh, he's really good at riding a bike. I guess he can go to school now." It's kind of a jump.
Yeah.
Everyone got really chill with stuff really quick at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, well, we're running out of time. Everyone's just cool with everything now.
Happily ever after.
Yeah, it turns out these two old ladies were also sea monsters the whole time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That happened. So okay.
There were already sea monsters living in the town. They weren't even the first ones.
So that's that is what it is.
Yeah.
So would you want to see a second Luca?
I don't really know what they do with the second one. Like, what story are they gonna do now?
Maybe they'll follow Luca and Julia going.
Maybe their
school.
Adventures at school. Yeah. I feel like maybe they would turn that into. Well, then Pixar doesn't do series as much on. Do they?
Well, they're starting to because they want to fill their content with Disney Plus.
Yeah, so maybe they could do a school series with their friends, but I don't think a second movie would really be. I don't know.
Right.
Seems like the kind of thing that would get turned into a series rather than a sequel.
Yeah. I mean, it'd probably be more of a possibility to do a continuation of Lucas if it stays as a Disney Plus exclusive. I don't see it. Don't put this in theaters, even though it's not a bad movie. It's bad.
It's just not their greatest work.
Not the greatest one. But I'd be open to seeing it in a series format. I think it'll work well with that. But anything else you want to bring up?
Anything else to say? I mean, there's not a whole lot to say, is there?
No, it's really straightforward.
Cute.
It's simple.
Very straightforward plot.
Yeah.
They did have the little surprising twist at the end where Alberto and Luca go their separate ways. A little bittersweet. But overall, the plot was really, really
really.
It's like, oh, my mom's trying to send me away. Off I go to the land monster town with my friend.
I want to see the land monster town if they do a continuation. I want to see what that's like. But, that's pretty much how it is. So, yeah. Oh.
Maybe they could do a sequel with them getting together next summer or something. Like, the next summer, Luca comes back from school and whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be up for that. Anything's possible. But, so I would say overall, Luca is just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful animation. It has a nice score, but, overall the plot, very predictable. The characters are good, but not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some, weird stuff with the world building in this movie,
They leave a lot of stuff I would like to know about out, how he just knows Italian.
Yeah, and then, what is the rules for sea monsters and other sea creatures? How are some sentient and how some are not? And then, who is sea monster and who's not? And then who's okay with sea monsters and who's not? It just didn't seem consistent all the way through. But, if you guys have kids, this is a nice thing to put on for kids.
I wonder how Emmy's in this one.
Oh yeah. I think she did like it because Cree showed her that and she liked it. It does remind me of Ponyo a little bit because she really likes Ponyo as well.
I like Ponyo.
Ponyo's really weird though.
Ponyo is weird, but it's Studio Ghibli. So
it's Studio Ghibli, but that's weird for Studio Ghibli though. I mean that's just me.
I like Ponyo, it's fine.
It's fine. But you want to do Studio Ghibli one day?
We could do that. You know when we were talking about Avatar last time?
Yeah.
2 days after we talked about that, I heard that Avatar is starting a podcast with the voice actor of Korra and the voice actor of Zuko to do episode by episode, so maybe we are not
we trying
do
to...
that
Oh, he's like, you don't want to be competition.
I don't want to compete with actual Avatar studios.
I mean, I'm sure they're not the only one that's
but they're
done...
like, we can't get the voice actors from the show as our special guests.
That's what they're doing. Nonsense. We're fans, we can't worry about them, even though I'll tune into that for sure.
Yeah,
but it's
so maybe not an episode by episode review.
That's going to take forever,
but
first of all.
Maybe book by book.
Book by book.
Would be fine.
Would be cool. Yeah. Be up for that.
But yeah, 2 days after we talked about that, I heard that they were starting their own podcast. Okay.
Well, it doesn't stop people from talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will still be doing episode by episode stuff. But yeah, Luca, just okay.
Just okay.
Recommend it.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's not like...
If you have kids, watch it with them, but it's probably not going to become, like, one of the best-known Disney Pixar films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our thoughts on Luca. What did you guys think about it? Did you guys love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? Comment below. Let us know. So yeah, the Disney train keeps going. We got a whole lot more to talk about. We're still going to get into the 101 Dalmatians movies. We're going to talk about the 2 animated films, the 2 live-action movies, and Cruella. And I forgot Jungle Cruise is coming out in July, so we should go see it.
Okay.
And we'll review that as well. And we have many more Disney stuff to come, so if you guys enjoy this stuff, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell if you want to be notified on future videos we'll be doing. But that's all we have for you Disney fans, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening.